Hello! If all goes well, I am live on 2 different platforms with a camera that is upside down. I've moved my camera from the awkward super side angle to slightly awkwardly at a side angle because I can't put it directly in the middle. Autofocus is way more sensitive when it's upside down. Interesting. Since I have a monitor above this monitor, that will change soon, but since I have vertically stacked monitors, I can't put my camera directly in the middle. So either way, we have to do a like awkward angle, which is unfortunate, but I have both chats up. I can move OBS over into the rest of this top monitor. I will do my best not to wave my hands around in front of the camera like a maniac and make it trigger the autofocus. And I think we're okay. We're rocking some backing track tunes. I've only got one of my lights on. We got kind of dramatic look going, but that's okay. Since you're front facing with your customers, only if you irritate them enough for them to consider a bot an alternative. Does your camera do face detect? Yes, it does. It still detects my face clearly and is seemingly doing a good job. But like when the face detect mode is on, typically when I hold stuff up, like on my last Twitch stream, I was trying to do all this to like show things and I'd have to make sure my face was perfectly blocked. Whereas this is doing a much better job, like bouncing between them. So that's really interesting. This might actually be preferable for the kind of streams that I do, where like the face detection is important, but the ability to quickly be like, hey, look at this. Like that is snappy. I kind of dig it. The dramatic lighting makes a difference here too. So we got a kind of janky chat set up in the layout here, as I have both here, let me move this down. Both YouTube chat and Twitch chat added, but there is still currently no way on the mainstream platforms to easily have YouTube and Twitch chat showing at the same time, which is kind of ridiculous. And so my StreamOS layout with Nerd or Die, the Stream Elements package, seems to just not have a YouTube chat field at all, whereas I have one clearly here for Twitch chat. And so I've just added their like generic one. Maybe if what if I crop it and then we do like a split view of both chats? Maybe that's the action. Just like throw it up here. Yeah, that's probably it. Scale it down a tiny bit. I know there are third-party apps, like there's one with chat in the name. I forget the name of it. Like a dedicated mixed chat app. That would probably be better. I haven't looked into it yet. Restream has an overlay, yeah, but I don't want to use Restream. Can you do it without actually multi-streaming with Restream? Because I had a bad experience last time I did that. Today's stream is also another test of a few different things. If it's jank but works, does anyone hear sobbing internally at how much it made him? So today's a test of a couple things. We have QuickSync running on the Arc A380 graphics card. I can turn my noise suppression filter off now. So I'm streaming with the rendering happening. I'm going to turn my music down for me as well. Rendering happening on my RTX 3090, but the stream is encoding with QuickSync H.264 on the Arc A380. But then the Twitch side is getting a 1080p stream using NVENC on the 3090. So we got multiple encoders going at once here. I don't have, like, since I'm using a plugin for multiple outputs, I don't get dropped frame stats for Twitch. So I don't know how that's going. Presumably fine. It looks fine on the preview. But I can't say for certain. We are getting full 1080p quality with transcoding. Let me make sure that YouTube is 4K, because it was only showing me 360p in the preview before I started the stream. You're streaming in 1910 rather than 16:9. I am streaming in a weird resolution, or aspect ratio. I don't know how that happened. Well, that's messed up. It says 3840 by 2160 though. I wonder if QuickSync's sending them a bad aspect ratio. Okay, so I'm going to be a little stretched for you all. I have no clue. You're right though. That is, I'm squished a little bit. You can't actually stream non-16:9 streams to YouTube. Like, there used to be some degree of workarounds. It says it's 3840 by 2160 on YouTube's end. That's really bizarre. That's interesting. Thought you had lost weight and gotten taller. Huh. Well, if I were to fix it, I would have to take the stream offline real quick. Since it's an event, I don't think that would be a problem, but I don't know if you can change stream keys midstream. I guess I could just change encoders. I could quit using the quick sync. I'm going to do that real quick. Since it is an event, it should just give you a disconnect symbol, and then it will come back. I'm going to really regret it if I nuke the whole stream, but we're going to try it. So I'm going to say stop recording first. And actually, before I stop streaming, I want to look at the recording. I want to see what the hell happened here. All right, E-capture. Is it looking like that on my recording copy? Recording says 3840 by 2160. I forget the name of it. But it is squished. It doesn't... That's a new one. Here, can I show you desktop easily? Let's do lazy desktop. Okay. So if I pull up my window, there's no black bars. It says it's 3840 by 2160, but there's no black bars. But then if I full screen it, there's black bars. It's like it's got a different pixel aspect ratio. That's a new one. All right, whatever. We're just going to leave it alone. We're going to leave it. It's fine. I've never seen that kind of issue before. But it's fine. Okay. Anyway, hello. So yes, talking about... I have no clue how it possibly is encoding in a different aspect ratio. I'm going to have to hit up like Intel people or something for that. That's a new one. It was like the opposite of CinemaScope. Anyway, so yes, assuming we get to the content of today's stream, one of the things we might look at today is Notion, the software. You know, for the like, whoa, the like OneNote kind of alternative. We still got that follower sound. That's annoying. Oh, I know what it is. It's YouTube subscribers. I think that's what was going off the whole time last time. I can fix that. Anyway, as I'm talking about, alerts. First, we're going to play around with some AI stuff. I have a big AI video hopefully coming next week where we're going to talk about... Nope, I don't have alerts for subscribers on there either. Whatever. Where we talk about AI art and all the things going on with that as the main title and everything talked about with this stream. So we're going to take a look at some MidJourney stuff, walk you all through some of my processes, just kind of like a build up, I guess, to that video and get me making a little bit more stuff here. And then we're maybe going to look at building me a Notion dashboard as I have like... I use Notion a lot for my video scripts, for my project calendars, things like that, but I want to do more personal non-work stuff in it, like build up my recipes and my cooking research and things like that, and keep all of my to-do lists in one place with like an ongoing dashboard that I can check through stuff maybe. I haven't made one. I don't know if we'll actually make one, but we can at least dive into what that might look like. I also have some new stuff we can show off, although most of it I'm going to save for Monday, as we have episode 0 of the new, effectively, replacement for Streamer News coming on Monday. It's back. It's back. Super stoked for that. Apologies if I end up drinking too much, not alcohol, but like, you know, drinking liquids too much, as I've been sick for about a week now, and I'm just kind of tired of it, so I wanted to go ahead and stream. Got gunk in the back of my throat. Whatever. All right. So first and foremost, I guess we should talk about what MidJourney is. So there are a bunch of different AI art tools out there. As someone was starting out at the start of the stream, DALL-E 2 is one of the more popularly talked to. That is really annoying. Where does it come from? This drove me nuts all last stream. I muted the goal widget. Twitch alerts are turned way down, and I don't even think they're set to monitor. They're not. Whoo. I'm gonna just turn my volume down. But DALL-E 2 is one of the more popular ones, and it's by a company called OpenAI. Now, I applied for DALL-E 2 access months ago, and have since reapplied on another account since I didn't, I just assumed maybe I applied wrong the first time or something. And I still don't have access, so rip to that. But we're gonna talk about a couple of things, and I have a whole, like I said, whole video coming next week. I'm still scripting it, but it's gonna be massive, talking about what all that stuff is. But we're kind of gonna play around with MidJourney. So I need to see how my desktop scene is configured here. It is also set to the wrong monitor. That is good to know. So we are going to kick that over here. Oh, I see how I have that configured. See, I set up this whole complicated stream layout and then never set up the controls for it. And it's very much biting me in the butt. So we are going to do a little something like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 bits from Sandy W159. Thank you very much. So we got main desktop. We need to add the other desktop. See, I think I come prepared, and then I'm not prepared. Preparation just never happens. I don't even see that desktop added, so we're just going to add it manually for now. This is why my scene collections never work out, because they're always broken from the start. Or I set them up broken and then never fix them. Okay. Nope. Bloop. And then we resize, and we will just use the right side of the screen, left side of the screen. Bam, something like that. Scale filtering by cubic, and we'll stretch out the window to fill the screen. Good enough. Here we go. What's up, Walrus FPGA? Thank you for stopping by. There's our new royalty-free music service happens to be based where I live at. That's interesting. OpenAI is actually fairly closed, yeah. So MidJourney operate to explain it in the first place. These AI art tools are basically trained AI software that train on data sets of images, or either pull images from the internet, as MidJourney seems to, and then tries to recreate elements of them from nothing, which is pretty cool. And there's a lot that goes into that we'll explain in the video. MidJourney is one that is separate. So there's DALL-E 2, which is ran, like I said, by OpenAI, and then there's DALL-E Mini, and then the Mega notebook set, which uses their name, but is not based on, it's based on the old version of DALL-E and not the new one, and blah, blah, blah. MidJourney is its own thing. It's ran by a complete separate research group, and originally they were super locked down about it, but then they opened up testing more. I got testing early this year, or testing access to it earlier this year. Thank you for the Prime sub, Ravaging Savage. Love that name. I got access earlier this year after I checked it out, after Rob Sheridan had started posting stuff that he was making with it. And they actually operate through a Discord bot. That's how you interact with it, which I think is really cool. And then apparently a couple of the new ones, like Stable Diffusion, which I also applied for access for, operates that way as well. So pretty interesting. I know this is not on topic, and you are planning. This is on topic. So we're going to take a look at MidJourney. Like I said, I've been using it for a few months now. I need to do better positioning my camera for this. Here, we'll just do the right side of the desktop instead and not screw with the camera. Because every time I fix things, I break things. I can't wait. We're doing a whole... I'll be changing a lot of the setup in the fall, so there are some aspects of it that will change significantly. There we go. That fixed nothing at all. Why the hell did I do that? What am I smoking? I literally just recreate. All right. We're gonna drag that up there. Oh, I see what's happening here. There's a whole bar attached to this. Sure. We'll throw that up there. AI could do my job better because my job is just fumbling with knobs and dials. You know what? We'll crop that off too. You need to see what I'm typing. That's kind of the objective here. So, AI bots want our gerbs. Ooh, someone's got the big question about ownership already. So I'm going to talk about this a lot in the video. But we will absolutely cover it here today too. Real quick, someone asked, I keep seeing you with Splitgate merch. Do you play? Yes, I am actually a Splitgate MVP. So I have a creator code and everything. So in Twitch chat, !MVP gets you that. I play quite religiously. I don't do a ton of comp, mainly because for a while it was hard to find comp matches in the latest season, but in the previous season I was Diamond 3. I didn't play a ton, like I just mostly ranked and then played a few matches, but hey. Alright, so this is how you interact with MidJourney. It's through an AI bot. Or through a Discord bot, which is really cool. There's a new one called Stable Diffusion, which is actually meant to, like, it's its own AI art bot, but it's also meant to be like some extra methodologies and stuff that you can tack on to other AI bots. I'm super stoked to check that out. I do not have access yet, but you can see here, I have it added to a private server. You can either DM the bot or you can add it to your own server. However, they have limitations on how many members you can have, and even though they just increased that member count to 10,000, and our Discord server, discord.gg/EposVox, is presently like ever so slightly below 10,000. It's apparently close enough that it's it's not gonna work. It says the server is disabled. So if they ever increase it to like 15,000, which at the rate they're going might be in a week or two, yeah. So I want to talk about ownership. I guess we'll do that first, just because it's coming up so strongly. That's not the right. There we go. Ownership with AI art, I think people are way over and underthinking it at the same time. So there is already, as someone brought up, a legal precedent that an image created entirely by a computer or by AI cannot have copyright. Just like they determined that, actually I don't remember how the monkey picture turned out, but they have determined that AI art, or no, not AI art. They have determined that art made entirely by a computer on its own freedom, free will, or whatever, cannot have copyright. The thing is, AI art is no different than any other tool that you use to assist your work. And so if you make something out of the AI art, as long as you had rights to the source materials in the first place, which some of the AI art tools give you. AI art is hard to say really fast. Then you can still own rights and things like that. Everything in, I don't remember which one. I think Stable Diffusion is considered public domain, according to the creators, which is really interesting and cool in some ways. With DALL-E 2, I think they give some sort of license. With MidJourney now, paying users get license to do whatever they want with it, which is really cool. And that is because the field, navigating that field is really complicated. And so the Copyright Office has ruled that the art itself cannot be copyrighted. But by the art not being copyrighted does not mean that you can't make copyrighted, protected, or whatever work, or, you know, ability to sell that work from the AI art. That means that no one else can copyright that AI art and take that away from you as the one who made it or are doing something with it. But that doesn't mean you can't make your own protected, monetizable work with the AI art. AI art, not AIR. So that's a whole big, like, mess of nuance that not a lot of people keep into consideration, because very rarely, once we get past the wave of everyone doing memes and funny stuff with it, very rarely are you going to see this kind of thing used with, like, on its own. Like, if I type something into MidJourney here, we'll just go ahead and do this here. If I say, I don't know, Mr. Potato Head rendered as a, we're going to say as a Gears of War character ultra detailed, gritty, epic scene. Aspect ratio 16:9. Well, it helps if I actually trigger the bot and don't just type imagine. So this is how you, interact with the bot. By the way, I'm making a whole YouTube channel dedicated to some AI art stuff where I'm going to walk through tutorials and stuff. I may link you towards the end of the video. So if I type this in, we're going to get a response here. People keep complaining that my camera and my voice is out of sync. Bop, bop, bop. Cool. Literally every stream you watch that isn't like super professionally made is out of sync. We'll just slap 100 milliseconds on my audio. That is the wrong device. 100 milliseconds. Maybe that helps. Maybe it doesn't. Been messing with Stable Diffusion. I really hope that I get in, especially when you can use it with other stuff. All right. So here we go. We're starting to get an image. We're halfway done. Obviously, these are going to look grotesque and crazy. Any second now. It stopped refreshing. There we go. So if I take one of these images, one of these wonderful images of Mr. Potato Head as a Gears of War character. I love what they were doing with it here, actually. Pretty solid. I'm not going to take one of those. I mean, I could, but realistically, because of the flaws that it comes up with, because you want to do something with it, I think that third one is the best. Like, it's the most cohesive of a frame. These are just kind of like blurry nothings. We're going to upscale 2 and 3. Very rarely in the real world are you going to see these posted, unedited, with nothing done with it, and then people trying to sell them for a quick buck or something like that. It's not going to happen. What you're instead going to see is people using that to then do other work. And there are wonderful streams all over YouTube now of people photo bashing AI art stuff, and I've been doing it myself. So I will drag over here my Photoshop window. This is a composite I've been working on. It is still, I got to do all the blending for the eyes. I've been blending everything else and then added all the eyes, and I still got a few more to go. Obviously, that one's not even masked out yet. But this is made of like 50 different AI art images, plus my own assets and things like that. Here's the original. Now, I didn't draw the original base idea of the guy, but I coaxed it out of the AI, which is its own tool. Like, realistically, the art is in the prompt crafting, which is still an art process that takes skill, takes practice, takes learning, like video editing or anything else. Just because I don't physically cut film strips and put those frames together myself doesn't mean I'm not the video editor. Do all this compositing and eventually end up with something really, really cool. And the same thing with the trailer that I did for the backing track teaser. I don't know if I have a render of that easily available. Where did I render it to? Lost levels. So this was a whole animated trailer. The After Effects work kept crashing on me, so it didn't turn out as great as I wanted. But this is done with like 100 different AI-made source images on top of my own licensed video assets, screen captures of games, a whole week worth of compositing work and rendering and all that to make this scene. AI didn't make this. AI just helped me generate the assets, as would a concept artist or anything like that. And hell, when we get into the nuance of talking about AI creating something, so many of us creators use AI to create our work in the first place, be it Photoshop's neural filters for adjusting faces. Hell, everyone on Instagram and TikTok and stuff uses FaceApp and Facetune AI face tweaking stuff for their faces. You've got object and scene detection in Photoshop, After Effects, DaVinci Resolve. I've got AI face tracking in Resolve to help clean up face things. There's, the AI noise removal for vocal processing with NVIDIA Broadcast that I actually have right now to filter out some of my air conditioning. All of that is using AI. AI is just a tool for that. Now, yes, these Mr. Potato Heads as Gears of War characters, That one got a little too much detail. We can upscale, redo that. If we blurred out those potato parts, I'm going to do a light upscale redo on that as well. It's kind of neat, but I would most likely want this to contribute to a bigger project and not just post this as it is. I see it as a good tool for iterating quickly. Exactly. So in terms of replacing jobs, on a serious production level, it's not really. What I see AI replacing job-wise is in the people who can't really pay people a whole lot anyway. Like, right now, I can't pay for a concept artist. I'm never going to have that budget. But what I can do is pay for an AI art subscription, coax that AI to give me concept art, and I can then either use that to develop my own project or turn around and take that to an actual artist and be like, I nailed down the look, the idea, the theme, the concept, for lack of a better word, that I wanted. Now take the steps that I give you and make something real from it. So yeah, it could take some concept artwork. I mean, all technology evolutions. Yeah, it does look like a TF2 engineer or something. I love this. Like, this is actually really freaking cool. So we're going to upscale that to max. I don't really like this one so much. It's cute, but it's not what I was going for. But technology advancements always lose some jobs along the way, which is why you as an individual worker have to keep adapting and growing your skill sets or whatever so you don't become obsolete, for lack of a better word. But realistically, this isn't replacing actual concept artists working for games and movies and things like that, and it's not going to replace actual artists on anything. It's just going to help. It's effectively the democratization of art as a medium to people like myself who can't make this stuff by hand, which is kind of what the video focuses on, so I don't want to spoil it too much. It gets super in-depth with my ideas on that. The Atlantic used AI for a recent article instead of paying an illustrator. Hopefully that doesn't become the norm. I mean, for certain situations, it could be better. It could help you get the exact concept that you want. Like, I have tried working with artists. This is awesome. I'm saving this one. That's almost like a little curly mustache going on. Like, this is amazing. But like, here's my weird take. Thank you for the channel membership, Shills Skills. My take when it comes to like, hopefully that doesn't become the norm of replacing artists, is when you work with artists on a more budget level, and this is going to be something that stabs both ways. It's a bad experience for everyone involved. There is that meme, or it's not even a meme. It's almost like a motivational quote when it comes to doing freelance work, where if you charge $50 for your product, you have to do 1 million revisions. You get complaints about not getting exactly what you want. You ask if you can do it quicker, and you get the person who says, well, I can do it for free. Why are you charging me so much? You charge $500, a little bit better. But then you get people who are still more demanding of things. You charge $5,000 and all they have a response is invoice paid. Thank you for your time. And you get the thing done. And it's that whole idea of the people who can only pay a small amount of money for an art for a very skilled craft are going to have unreasonable or ridiculous requests or not know what they want or not have kind of boundaries set for the creative or, professional process. And the people who are selling their art at that point aren't selling themselves up at that level or aren't as easy to work with because they don't have the experience yet. And as you rank up effectively, a lot of those problems go away. And so AI art can replace some of that, which does kind of suck for people who want to try to make some money from their art at that lower level. But that's kind of why you have to adapt. Like, I think we saw moving from the early 2010s towards the year 2020. Artists from DeviantArt and Tumblr and things like that just doing random art commissions pretty much evaporated. Like, right now, the biggest problem I have found trying to get art made for anything is the only people I can get to reply or find are doing furry stuff. Whatever you feel about furries, I'm not here to criticize, but it's not what I want. It's not at all what I want, and it's all that I can find. And it's because they're the people still paying for that kind of art. Those are the only people to monetize from in that regard, and thus, those are the people, like the people who can cater to that audience are the people that are still making obvious, easy to find portfolios and following up on people who are asking for art suggestions, because that's where the money is. The people who are making money with art otherwise are doing like graphics packages or like, you know, the stream overlays, the YouTube intros, those kinds of things. And that kind of stuff AI isn't really going to replace. Like, you can do some stuff. Like I can do. I've really struggled to get my actual, like, my random geometric shapes, you know, design. But I can do, like, what do we want to do? I need someone give me an art style. We're going to do periodic table of elements. We're going to do this in 1960s punk design style. Drawn graphs. Aspect ratio 16:10. No, we're going to do 8.5:11. I don't know if that'll work exactly. It probably won't give me what I want. But this kind of... Yeah, it's not going to let me do decimal place. We'll just do 8:11. Can the AI do seamless patterns? MidJourney specifically cannot. I think you can do a little bit better job with some of the DALL-E and stuff like that. That does better at copying more 2D-based styles, from what I can tell. MidJourney kind of sucks at it. But, like, I'm not going to get a full stream package with exactly all the kinds of elements that I want from an AI. Now, I am from an artist, but also I've had to pay a significant amount of money to really get what I want from that too. So it's just that kind of thing. This is actually already doing something cool, but, you know, function, that's the word I'm looking for. Utility art is where the money is right now, and AI doesn't necessarily replace that, if that makes any sense. Illustrators already have very few jobs, and so it sucks that those are getting taken away. But in terms of, like, I'm kind of speaking to, like, two different groups of people. So there's, like, career artists that do illustration for books, for newspapers or whatever. Their jobs are a little more secure than, you know, internet randos trying to do it for freelance to make a name for themselves. Those kinds of jobs in any field always evaporate every few years based on changes. And I don't really, like, you can sympathize with it, but I don't really know what the answer is, because that's always going to change, because you're doing small scale freelance work that eventually someone's going to find a workaround for. This is actually pretty cool. We don't get any, well, that one kind of has some little element thing. I love whatever's going on in this fourth one. We're going to upscale that. Thank you for all you do. Been watching you for a few years. Best mic and mixer setup. Thanks, Epos from Raykit with a super chat. Best is super subjective and or most likely out of your budget if you have to ask, but I'm a huge fan of the, well, if you need an actual mixer, that gets kind of messy. I would say if you actually need a mixer, then something like the Go XLR is going to be one of your best bets. But I really enjoy now the concept of, or not the concept, the function of the Wave XLR audio interface, especially with the VST update, and the PC Panel Pro to control it. That's what I've been using in the house at my gaming setup. It is S tier. Like, I love it, especially with the new NVIDIA broadcast VST for Wave. It is great. Yeah, I love that you can see the progress as you go. Is AI going to kill the career of architect? No. Yeah, so again, AI can help with concepts. It can help with broad scale ideas, but no one's going to trust an AI to design an entire building up to structural code and all of that. People are going to die if they do that. So yeah, maybe in 100, 200 years, AI could do that. AI that we have now is 100% susceptible to human error plus an extra layer of error on top. No way in hell. This is really cool. It's completely incomprehensible, but I love the different styles of graphs and stuff it came up with. Your audio is 100%. Thank you. Thank you. So I want to come up with something that we can actually like do something with, so I can show you the example of like iterative stuff. I've been trying to, maybe you all can help me. Help me find some examples. So what I am looking for, let me find my tab with it. Was it this one? Was it my, is it my Twitch one? Yeah. So I want to create a little robot avatar thing, kind of like Tom from Toonami. And I'm trying to coax MidJourney into giving me something. And this came really close. This kind of looks like a Halo Reach Destiny kind of character. But I'm struggling with like all the extra limbs and stuff like that. So I got to work on my description there. But help me find other characters like this where it's a mech suit or a robot character, but it's simplified. Like we don't need some complex like Gigantozord Gundam kind of thing. I just want like it's clear what it is, but isn't, you know, too complicated in terms of that. Can the AI make a portrait of you? Does it know who EposVox is? It doesn't know a whole lot of internet celebrities. We can try it again. Portrait of Epos. I'm gonna capitalize it. EposVox. The tech. I don't think. Actually, yeah. Here we'll do tech. YouTuber EposVox. No, because if I put YouTuber, it might get distracted. EposVox. Standing arms crossed. Video game shelves in background. Epic scene. What style should we do? We should do like Renaissance painting. AR 2 to 3. Quality 2. We'll try something like that. Here's the graphs. Like, so something like this, you obviously can't use it for anything. Like, there's no legible text. MidJourney specifically sucks with text, but like, you know, these aren't real graphs of anything. But this could go in the background. Like, I could do this for a, like, if I'm doing, like, if I'm building an Unreal Engine scene or something, and I need some, like, a math or science lab, and I need some posters to throw up, I could generate a bunch of these. Instead of, so here's the job that AI art might actually come for, is the job of stock photography, which is already, like, if you've never looked into it, actually getting into stock photography on your own as, like, a photographer is a completely fruitless endeavor. Like, you make nowhere near anything worthwhile from it. It is very difficult to get your photos sold in the first place, and you make very, very little. But with this, you could get up some super easy, quick, like, stock photo replacements of things to put in the background of things that aren't the focus. I can see small game studios using some things for background assets. Exactly, because you always see in every movie credit, you're talking, you know, multi-million, multi-billion dollar movie budget movies. And in the credit of every single one, they're either crediting like Shutterstock or Shutterfly, like one of those picture things. And it always has me thinking, like, where was a stock photo in this movie? I don't remember seeing one, but they're always, you know, thrown in somewhere. And you can just replace it with this. Now, I don't know why it thinks, I mean, I guess that character isn't too far off from me. Don't know about the girl in, like, the potion shop. But apparently I'm, like, a knight. EposVox is a knight. Wolfden! Raiding with a party of 149, you mad lad. What in the world? What's up, Bob? This is a weird stream for you all to come into. All right, what's up? Thank you for stopping by the stream. Oh, hey, that came from a weird one. That's fine. Hell yeah. Well, thank you for the raid. So we are talking about AI art and whether or not or how it might replace certain jobs, and we're testing out some MidJourney stuff leading into a video I'm working on. We're doing some weird shit today. Someone asked if it could figure out who I was and generate me in art. Apparently, I'm a knight that kind of looks like Heath Ledger's character from A Knight's Tale. I don't know about that one. None of these are very good, though. Here, we'll try Linus. Linus from Linus Tech Tips. Dropping a PC graphics card. What style should we use? I guess I got the knight stuff from the Renaissance style. That's probably where it's from. We're going to say Chase Jarvis style, just to see if it picks up the photography element. AR 3:2. We're not going to do slow quality because that took forever. Can it generate Bob struggling to mod a Vita? Yeah, let's do that. It probably won't do that either. Bob Wolf modding a PlayStation Vita in 4K. Have you been seeing my work with MJ? I saw the oh my god, that almost looks like the LTT set for a second. I know it won't be, but the orange? Did it get the LTT orange? Oh, what is this? That's not even a person. It's like a PlayStation. I saw the Apocalypse Synthwave Zombies you sent me, but that was it. I haven't checked on a whole lot yet. I've been doing a ton of cool stuff. It's just funny trying to get its reference. Wait! Is that Linus's hand? This looks like a monitor from one of their shots. Like, I can't explain it. But when it's blurry like this, it looks like I'm looking at a Linus Tech Tips video, just like blur, you know, I'm dreaming of one. This looks like I'm dreaming of a Linus Tech Tips video. Like, I feel like this is their workshop set with the orange and the stuff in the background, and it's just like it's dreaming of it. I don't know what this top one is. Looks like a freaking 3D printer mess or something. This looks like almost like a Linux desktop running on a monitor. Linus is a PlayStation confirmed. Okay, Bob, you're an old man according to AI. There you are. I see what it's doing with the PS Vita. I don't know what's up with the castle. Did I say anything about a castle? No. The castles are sick. I don't know where they came from. I don't know what's going on with this one growing like mold or something. But Bob is an old man. Confirmed. That's the Twitch stream you all came from, right? Anyway, I wanted to pull up. I lost my. Do I still have my? Yeah, we have our Tom thing. Y'all suggested a couple robots. I want to. I think that's Bob Wolf, VP of Adobe. Lol. Oh my goodness. I mean, that almost says Vita. I don't know what's going on with the rest. That almost looks like GameCube. I keep trying to get it to make like a photorealistic PlayStation controller or an Xbox controller. Like, I want to do some cool stuff with that. But it always comes up with this like alien looking thing that makes the Nintendo 64 controller look like a sane decision. Well, I just like totally lost the face there. Why the long face, Bob? I would play this PlayStation Vita. You got two thumbsticks, one on the left, one in the middle. I don't know. Wonder how well it can recreate something like Starry Night. It can actually do that really well. But I guess I could tell it to just do that. Yeah, it completely lost the face somehow. That's the first time I've seen that happen. Upscaling. So the process of upscaling with MidJourney isn't just upscaling. So you think about like AI upscaling with like NVIDIA Super Res and things like that, and it tries to interpret, or like video Topaz Lab stuff, it tries to interpret what's there and then scale it up and bring those details out. With MidJourney's normal upscaling, it's actually adding more details back in. So it takes the image that you already had and then tries to inject more details in it. Now you can do what's called a light upscale redo, which is effectively just a normal traditional AI upscale. But this is the first time I've had it lose details in a normal upscale. Because that face, you can almost make that out as like a recognizable human face. Like that looks like a person kind of smirking or smiling. Old dude, hairline's kind of receding. And then it's like someone just kind of thumbprinted, smudged it out. They confirmed in support that reactions currently don't actually train the bot, that it's something that they want to do but doesn't actually exist yet. That ranking for now is just kind of a thing, and they might save your results and then apply it retroactively to help train, but in support they said it's not a thing. How long has MidJourney been around? I've only heard of it this week. It's at least been around for pretty much all of 2022, because I've been in it since March? February? Something like that. I think I heard about it late last year, but I don't know when exactly it was introduced. Anyway, Starry Night real quick. We'll do painting of the Eiffel Tower. They have a lot of my money too, don't worry. Tower in the style of Starry Night. This is a terribly written prompt. Like, prompt crafting gets a lot better than that, but just as an idea. Like, it can nail obvious, like, famous styles really, really well. Maybe I didn't put that in there correct. But, oh, yeah, it's doing it. You can already tell with the moons and stuff. So I want that photo of, like, the more cartoony Tom. Where? I lost it again. So we're going with this more cartoony Tom from Toonami. We're going to say robot mech suit, cartoony. We want standing with arms at hips. Dude, so I'll show you in a minute. I've been working on a computer so I can run this stuff locally. You can't run all right, here's your Starry Night. If we upscale it, you'll get like the brush strokes and stuff too. It's pretty wild. If you write the prompt a little bit better, it'll look more accurate to Starry Night, but like, yeah. You currently can't run MidJourney locally. Stable Diffusion, they've touted, can run on most consumer GPUs and run really fast. So that'll be, I'm stoked for that. They're releasing, I'm hoping next month, or if not this month. And then you can run Dolly, Mini, and Mega locally. And then there's one that generates GIFs you could run locally, and some of the text stuff. So I'm working on an AI computer. My CPU cooler gets here tomorrow for me to finish that. It's Threadripper 3970X, Titan RTX, RTX 2060, and 120 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of RAM. So I can do pure AI stuff, just remotely, off a Ubuntu or something. Where it is, current Stable Diffusion will run at 6 gigabytes of VRAM. Yes! So my biggest complaint right now, Fraser.txt is a good prompt builder. We'll play with that, actually, for this Toonami Tom one. I have a bunch of them bookmarked, but I've been trying to just, like, kind of work my way through it over the past few months. Okay, we'll check that out in just a sec, because I want to try to use it. Yeah, and it has it for the different ones. Sick. This might be one of the ones I have bookmarked. So, what was I going to say? So you can't run MidJourney locally yet. We're hoping it'll become more open source, and you'll be able to do that eventually. But in the meantime, you can run some of the weaker stuff locally. But my big complaint with all of these, not only is it software as a service, which I hate. As I get older, I become the own the means of production. I know that not exactly, but you know, I want to own more of the tools that I use to make my art and my craft. And so I don't like using software as a service for that kind of thing, especially when I literally am not running it myself. But also, you are super limited in the quality that you can produce because they're all running on servers and you're renting GPU time and everything else. So if Stable Diffusion can run with 6 gigabytes of VRAM, that means that I can run it locally with 24 plus however much is in the 2060 and let it bake a lot longer and produce more detailed or higher res results from the start, which is only going to set it up to run better moving forward. So I am so stoked for that. The Stable Diffusion stuff is fascinating, and eventually MidJourney and Dolly programs and stuff like that should be able to use Stable Diffusion as a module for it effectively. Hi, I'm from YouTube. Well, I'm also streaming on YouTube. The CPU is like the 12700. Is OBS encoding with slow better than NVENC? I would still use NVENC. I can't imagine playing a game with CPU encoding these days. Like, I always feel the hit way more with CPU encoding than GPU. But yeah, let's try this out. So do we want a drawing or a 3D render? We're going to try 3D render. All right. 3 and 7 words. So this is basically coaching us through what we're doing here. I wouldn't describe Tom as cartoony, though. What would you describe that style? Sci-fi. That's not a noun, but okay. I guess it can be a noun as a genre, but whatever. Sci-fi, robot, mech, suit. Standing. Nope, that's too many words. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. How is that more than 7? Whatever. I guess he has to be holding something or sitting in a chair. Yeah. Sitting in captain's chair. Shiny robot. There's our adjective. Next. Multicolor. Interesting. We'll do funny. MidJourney doesn't render in 4K, so that's stupid as hell, but sure. What style do we want? Futurism. Maybe contemporary, but we'll start with future. What style do you want? People. Okay. Whew. There we go. We'll get some synthwave stuff, and we gotta sign up. All right, we'll do that real quick. Always gotta sign up for stuff. That's fine. It already did the work, but gotta sign up anyway. Okay. Multicolor 3D render of sci-fi shiny robot mech suit sitting in captain's chair by person created at future. And 4K ultra high resolution with funny feeling. Okay, I don't want to include that. I'm still going to include the image reference. We're going to paste that in there. We're not going to say with funny feeling. With serious feeling. Oh, if you're in a 2 PC setup, slow is fine, but at least Adobe won't be charging us anymore. What does that mean? All right, let's send it off. Oh, I should have done aspect ratios. Damn it. Aspect ratios with MidJourney. Actually, with most of the AI art tools, DALL-E 2 doesn't let you. With most of the AI art tools, aspect ratio plays a massive role in how the results you have turn out. Like the exact same prompt with 2 different aspect ratios will give you wildly different results. So that's pretty interesting. Have you looked at the V3 style sheet on GitHub? No, I don't think I've seen the updated one. It's actually a prompt that gives you detail levels. Interesting. Yeah, I don't want chaos. It's weird that they have chaos and stylized, because stylized going super ham also does something different. Here, I'll pull that up. I've been reading a lot of the Stable Diffusion style sheets. Is it the Will Wolfkin one? V3. Yeah, send a link just to be safe. Okay, this isn't exactly what I was going for, but I see how we ended up here. It turned the robot into the chair. I really love this color scheme and style. I love that style other than being like shaded. But it turned the robot into the chair. Grammar interpretation is not a strong suit for the AI tools. Let's tweak it a bit. See, it's the dependent object one. Okay, yeah, that's the one I had pulled up. 5D rendering effectively. Oh, here we go. Intangibles. Oh, that's where the emotions come from. Fascinating. This is really cool. I can't believe I didn't come across this before. Weighting is important as well. Weighting is something that breaks my brain, as stupid as that sounds, and so I have not touched it. I know it's important, but... Ooh. I love that there's a difference between RTX and ray traced. And ray tracing ambient occlusion. Is this just showing examples of it, or is it saying, like, this is what would show up differently in MidJourney? Alright. We're on the right track. Like, I love kind of where it's going here, but I don't care about him sitting in a chair. I only set it because I needed a dependent object. All right, we're gonna copy this. Imagine we don't need the thing. Sci-fi robot mech suit. It's interesting that this prompt crafter doesn't use commas for much. Let's do standing on a space. Nope, I can't say standing on a spaceship, or it's going to be standing on top of the spaceship. And I tried before. I tried standing on the bridge of a spaceship, and instead it did literally like a bridge leading up to a spaceship. Dude, I've been doing some quality 5 stuff for some of the renders I do for my composites. Ooh, it makes some good stuff. How do I want to word this? See, the dependent object part. So, for those of you who are confused as to what in Sam Hell is going on, I'm going to scroll up to another example. Oh, did they open up that now? Yeah, you can go up to 5 now. And stylize up to 60,000? Which is stupid, but... So, a problem that MidJourney has is if it doesn't know what to do with the rest of the frame, it just kind of starts rendering your same thing multiple times or something. And so, for example, this was me trying to render the Predator as a Samurai Ronin. And for most of these, you see multiple arms or multiple faces because it doesn't know what to do with the rest of the frame. And thus tries filling it with more of the thing you already asked for, which is fair. But coaxing it to do the right thing without multiple subjects or something can be kind of difficult. And so that's why I'm trying to come up with this dependent object clause, I'm assuming from the prompt crafter, is because it wants to know what your character is doing. But I don't want him doing anything. I just want a profile, like a portrait. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just leave that off. What if I just say multicolor 3D render? No, but we already have the 3D render. All right, we'll just leave it off for now. All right. The rest of it's mostly okay. We're going to take a look at the this is really interesting. I kind of want to play with shaders too. Very interesting. I want to go back to, is that the intangibles for feelings? Emotions. Happy accident? No, see, that would get too, like, all right, we're going to say, I don't want it to be evil. I don't want wings. Every time I do angelic stuff, I just get wings. I don't want them to be creepy. Excited, maybe? Excited or euphoric? Oh, I'm cranking out all kinds of money for my fast hours. I'm not worried about saving them. I do so much with this stuff. This is really cool. Supersonic. Supersonic. Hypertonic. Ooh, we can say large. Large. It's really interesting that that prompt tool did not use any commas, because everything I have seen has used a ton of commas and everything. Dimensionality. 2D to 5D? What is 5D? Fascinating. 5-dimensional. All right, we already have 3D, so that's fine. With rim lighting and spotlight. I'm going to add too many. So the thing that you're supposed to do, I'm only doing it because we're streaming and I want to do some cool shit, you're not supposed to change a whole bunch of variables at once. You want to get like lined out to like being on the right track. Yeah, we're gonna cut those out and just say cinematic lighting. You don't want to be changing all these variables at once. You want to like one variable at a time kind of narrow down to what you want, but this is what my ADHD does, is I am a kid in a candy store with all these options now, so you know how to get your seed number. I know it's on the feed. Alright, so I do want to add, I guess I'll just say with ray tracing reflections. And then we're going to add a comma, and we're going to do, actually, we're going to add 2 colons. Toonami Tom Evangelion Gundam Seed. Aspect ratio, we're going to do 17:9 cinematic. No, we'll just do 16:9. Quality 3. It's gonna take a minute. And then we're gonna try out Explorographer's butterfly here. I love that you effectively get to watch the AI think. Like, that is probably one of my favorite parts, is that you effectively get to watch it, like, draw the art and think about what it's doing. Which I don't think many things really give you. I bet there were people who specialize in AI prompt making 100%. That is the art in making AI art. Like, obviously, you take that art and then go do other things with it, but in the initial staging of making the art, that is 100% the art and the skill. And that's going to be something people develop and people spend a lot of time working on. By the way, this would be a good time to go ahead and mention, as weird as it might seem, I have finally launched. A friend of mine has an Instagram of song lyrics from MidJourney rendered. I love those. So this is still in the early stages. I have announced it on Twitter and Discord, but I'm not like pushing it just yet. Maybe next week if I get more stuff going on. I have to fix a couple of the shirts from my glitch art stuff, but I have officially launched a thread list with a lot of my glitch art stuff. There's some AI generated stuff that I've composited and worked on too, but most of this is going to be glitch art. I'm still working on getting the pieces ready for AI generated stuff. But I am working on getting a lot of my glitch arty pieces up as things. And so to test the quality, I've ordered one of the mech shirts and then one of the stickers just to make sure things turn out. If you want to wait until I give the all clear on that, those shipped so next week. But I am been working on a lot of my glitch art stuff turning into merch, and then I'll do some of my AI composites. Like I have a couple here of some of the city stuff, which are big photo composites. Spent about a week of each on these. They're all right as shirts. I don't necessarily like how Threadless kind of organizes some of this stuff, but I spent all year basically researching it, and they are my favorite site for this kind of thing. But, for example, and see, I'm having an issue with this too. I can't rotate the image for the rug. Yeah, so there are a couple things. Like I said, it's early. I wouldn't necessarily order certain things if they don't look quite right yet. Like, for example, most of it's fine, but some of the inside mine pieces, like that shirt is supposed to be cropped and the PNG isn't working even though I keep sending it the right image. It's supposed to just be a cropped view, and so I'm working with support to try to figure that out. But I have products on a lot of stuff, and so like this one's set up right. So you go on the shirt and you get the nice big cropped view, and then I'm going to turn a couple of them into the like cut and sew shirts and things like that. But some of my glitch art stuff's up here, some of my AI stuff's up here, and then I'll be working on like getting it all together very soon. I just wanted to let you know that that's in the works. Still using the Analog Dreams branding. Oh boy, we're finally getting something out of this. We're still getting some weird stuff with the arms, because I just maybe Tag Slays in chat can help me with the arms. That has been my biggest trouble with characters, is I just get goofy, dumbass looking arms out of these. But character-wise, we are getting close. I don't know what's up with the crowd of people, but this jellyfish butterfly is turning out beautifully. Butterfree. Just keep doing variations, the one you like. Damn. All right, good to know. So back to prompt craft stuff. I am loving this wiki. I don't know why I didn't have it bookmarked before. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Spreadshirt. Not a big fan of Redbubble. All right, let's start again. MidJourney. What if we want a drawing? We'll do a drawing. I'm okay with the drawing. Shiny robot mech suit. What is the dependent object? Should I have it holding something like a tesseract or something? A quantum, a big atom, like a holding a digitalized atom? It doesn't detect atom as a dependent object. Whatever. We're just going to go with it. Multicolor. You don't have to feed that. Like, rarely is it going to give you a black and white image unless you specify it or you're looking for... Like, for example, there was an example I saw where if you tried to make your person look like someone like, say, Marilyn Monroe, then that would turn it black and white sometimes because all the photos of her are black and... Well, not all of them, but a lot of the photos of her are black and white. But we're going to do euphoric for this one. And we will keep iterating on the picture. I just wanted to see what it came up with for... Actually, go back. We don't need 4K. We just need high detail. And we'll do contemporary style. And for the artist, looks like this looks like a different pool. Right, I had something bookmarked for artists. I don't know where it went. I will do. I don't know. I'm gonna do one of the neon guys, Liam Wong. Even though he doesn't make robots, but holding with his hands would be more accurate. Yes, maybe that's what I need to say. Oh no! All right, we know what we're doing in here. All right, so these are really cool. That one's close. I don't like the giant ass antenna and dolphin tail or whale tail, but that one's cool, except his head's on his back. So we're going to... Oh, nope. Hey, all right, that got us the seed. We are going to variant on 2 and 3. That got us the seed. How do I put the seed in there? Oh, wrong Discord. Do I just put it like up front like the images? We're gonna take this. We're gonna use quality 2. Okay, dash seed. All right, so not at the beginning. Dash seed. All right, multicolor 3D render of large sci-fi shiny robot mech suit. We can leave the artists in high resolution. With euphoric filling is fine. I don't think... Oh, we needed the holding a digitalized... That's not a word, but... atom with its hands. AI and CGI have a classic vibe. I prefer the manual art in real movies. Every real movie you've watched in the last 20 years has CGI in it that is 100% believable and doesn't look plastic. That kind of generalized statement is not only completely like unproductive and useless, but also completely inaccurate to what CGI actually is. And yeah, with the AI art, you can always touch it up. And a lot of it doesn't have a plastic look. Like most of the AI art that I make has more of a painterly comic book look, not a plastic look at all. With chromatic aberration? We don't want scan lines. Say with chromatic aberration. I can add that in post though. We don't need to do that there. I love that post-processing and post-production are like separate things. All right. This is my first time making one with a seed, so we're going to try that as well while we look at these variants. All right, now we're getting somewhere. I'm digging that. There's no face on it, though. I was kind of wanting something with a bit more of a realistic face. I don't know what it's getting off to with it, like, reaching for... I kind of like that almost side profile, though. By full CGI movies, do you mean, like, animated films? Of course they're gonna look I'm not taking the bait, Majardin. Sorry, find something better to do. We're gonna upscale 1 and 3. I'm gonna do a variant on 1 and 3 as well. This one's looking sick as hell. I don't like the double arm thing. Theoretically, we could composite a face onto one of these. So I'm going to do a variant of 2 and 1 on this one. I'm eating up so much time here on my GPU cycles. That's fine. Like I said, I would love to be able to just tell it. Because the problem is like I said, look at superhero movies, for example. Plenty of them look completely believable for 99% of the effects. Stuff like the ending of Black Panther was only caused because they didn't give the VFX houses enough time. The rest of them look pretty believable, don't look anything like plastic most of the time. Like, most of that stuff is freak accident / weren't given enough time, not CGI is bad. And again, you're looking at comic books recreated in real life. If that's what you want to watch, you'll put up with a little VFX goofiness, because that's the point of the fucking movie. All right. So, anyway, as I was saying, my complaint earlier about the lack of ability to run it on your own at higher quality is also like with a video render. If I want to make a video render in, the best, highest quality possible, I can do things and then let it bake overnight, let it render overnight, and take as much time as I possibly want on it. With these kinds of shared services, I can't do that. And so I'm already paying for rented time in the first place. And then I can't be like, spend as long as, I can't be like, all right, I love this one. Spend as long as humanly possible recreating it, but better. Whereas if I have the tools to run it locally, assuming the interfacing is user-friendly enough and doesn't require too much manual coding, this is turning out sick though. Then I would be able to do that. That one's all right. This one is getting really close. Again, I'm not a huge fan of that. I see where it came from the sources that I gave it, though. And I would love to get some side recognizable face. I will probably have to add descriptors for that. I don't know what happened to that one. It's all chest. That one looks like a naked woman with a penis for a head. That's unfortunate. Is that one flicking us off over here? That fourth one is close, though. We're going to go with 4. Keep it going. Number 4 here also is kind of getting there. That one's getting off a little too far away. Ooh, look at number 2. Ooh, and number 3. Those are getting real close. Have you fed it images yet? Yeah, we were doing that earlier. I did that for my first rounds of trying this. Like the clouds. Yeah, these clouds are dope, but we can always add those in. Like, from a glance, like these, like if I squint my eyes, these are kind of what I'm looking for, but they're all jacked up. That one's kind of getting there. The arms are just sticks, though. Did we lose the one where I said it was, yeah, holding a digitalized atom with his hands? Yeah, it did not pick up on that at all. All right, so we're going to do the same thing, but yeah, we're going to feed it the Tom image. That's like the best, like clearest one I got because it's on a plain background. We're going to go back here. I'm going to say holding a tesseract instead of a digitalized atom because that's not really a sensible thing. I'm going to say in its hands, even though it may turn the hands into that. I suspect it truncates the text if the prompts are too long. I don't know. It's picking up on most things, and it would be weird to truncate something out of the middle. I feel like many productions have been hindered by budget and time constraints. Mostly time. Like, there's been all those articles now coming out that Marvel just is ruining VFX work. Oh, I should have turned off the quality too. Whatever, it's fine. Let's look at these. So these are getting, again, at a glance, are getting to what I want. I love the, like, Halo Reach Eva style helmet. I love the Evangelion Gundam style shoulders, but, like, the end result is kind of nonsense. Like, that's the right outline. That is almost perfect. Like, I can see the mouth there, a little eye there. The spike on the back is great. I would erase that. The Dorito frame is fine, but, like, it's just... Maybe I need to come up with a new artist. I'm still referencing this one specific artist. I should probably find another one. Can I just Google... Best artists of... mechs. Abden Mech. Oh, yes. Thank you. All right. Mech concept designs. What's up, your mom's last boyfriend? What a name. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're getting... Okay. Man, some of these are classic, dude. These aren't exactly what I was going for. I need, like, humanoid ones. If I tell it cyborg or android, it just mostly makes a person with, like, an eye replacement or something. That is dope. It's not what I want, but that's freaking sick. All right. I want something more humanoid. Any cool Stream Deck plugins? I don't really use a ton anymore, especially after they updated the OBS integration. Humanoid mech concept art. Can I find an artist from these? It's probably not gonna find some like obscure ones. Thank you, Solar Strike. Check on how we're doing in here. Yeah, I think I need to take off the seed for now because it's trying way too hard to make what it already made, which is the point. I love it, but... Oh yeah, someone recommended the one from iRobot. That's immediately what I thought of. iRobot. What is the robot's name? Robot name. Sunny. Yeah. Ooh. Or... Yeah... Need to get yourself stable diffusion access. I applied for the beta round that they just opened up like a couple days ago. I probably won't get in. I still haven't gotten in on Dolly, so. All right. Most of this is good. We are getting there. And see, this is what I was talking about before. Like, even if the law disagrees with me, conceptually, this is the artist process. This is the art creative process. This is it. Like, this is no different than me sketching out a million different pages and trying to come up with it. We're collaborating, we're going through the process of it. That is the art process. It doesn't matter that it's a computer spitting it out. We're making art. And so doing that plus combining it with other elements, you are still the artist here. Ooh. That almost looks like Pathfinder. All right, we'll try. I feel like Sunny from iRobot is a little hard to... Yeah, we know, Majardin. We couldn't fix it. All right, we're going to say by Jerome Plateau. I wonder if it actually recognizes the tag, because it has at Baron Sarper. I wonder if it even recognizes that name with the tag, or if maybe it does just look up the actual, like, Instagram or Twitter or something. All right. We're going to still feed it an image. I want a better one than that one to reference, so we're referencing, like, multiple different ones. What if I feed it that one? That is a long-ass link. Whatever. Multicolor 3D render of large. We don't really need large. Humanoid? Sci-fi shiny robot mech suit holding a tesseract in its hands. It's still ignoring that. Yeah, we're just going to take out that verbiage. I don't think it's... We might be able to do it as a comma, but I don't really want it... Like, I just wanted it to fill up a slot. All right. Created at future. Still sounds dumb as hell. Cinematic lighting, ray trace, reflections, post-production, Toonami Tom, Evangelion, Gundam Seed, Sunny from iRobot. I don't think that's going to work. We're going to take off the quality for now. We're going to try that. Will you be buying the RetroTink 4K? Hell yes! I think the ethical debate is about, well, that's not the only ethical debate to begin with. But also, I still think that's bullshit. I understand when it's applied to computers why people think it's an argument. But again, think about the artist. I go into all this in my video, but think about the artist process. You spend your entire life taking in images, taking in other artists' work, to conceptualize how your art should look, and then you turn around and create an piece of art based on that. You were trained on the same data sets. Artists did not give you their consent for that. It's the same thing. In some ways it's not, but in most of the ways it is. Like, if I want to draw something in the style of Jerome Plateau here, I'm going to do that. He didn't give me my consent. He didn't give me consent to study his images and draw my own mech. But as an artist, that's what I'm gonna do. See what I'm saying? I think, like, I guess I'm glad in one sense that the ethical debate is being had, but I have some sort of weird cynicism going on where I know it's going to end with an answer I don't like, and so I kind of wish people would shut up about it, because I think the debate is dumb when you actually break it down into the way that an artist learns to make things. The algorithms aren't trained by other people's art in order to break copyright and steal the art. It's trained because that's literally how the human mind thinks. It's trained that way because that's how we learn. You have to tell it, here's the thing, and then you learn the thing. And it has to learn to develop styles based on the thing. And if I go hire an artist on Fiverr and say, draw me something in the style of Akira, they're going to go look at Akira and do it. Why is it more of a problem that a computer does it? When arguably, especially in its current state, that'll change. But in its current state, a competent artist is going to do a better job of copycatting the style or the graphics than the computer is. I just... When art... I mean, literally the phrase, or the quote, great artist, or good artists borrow, great artists steal is like the thing. I don't know, man. I think it's dumb. Like I said, I in one way, I should be glad the debate is being had. Ooh, this one is turning out all right. Look at number 3 and 4 with the clouds. I'm going to envelope that one. And we're going to upscale 3 and 4. And maybe vary on 4. All right, I'm digging 1 here. Thank you for the gifted sub, Blade Blur. One and 2 are turning out okay. What's your take on the LTT backpack debacle? They responded. They're going to make a warranty. It's fine. People need to stop looking for drama with YouTubers. All right, what do we got here? Is that already from the same one? It is. Because that's the only one with clouds. These went off in different directions. I kind of like what that one's doing with like the weird head dressing. We'll go with that. All right, the arms on these are starting to look like robot arms. 1 and 4. I'll give you some drama. Some drama mean. All right, none of these others are turning out how I want. Ugh. And this one's just turning into like the Millennium Falcon. Let's just cover it in a bunch of random digital stuff. Can we get individual image seeds? If I upscale one, can I get the seed of that? Maybe that's what I should be doing instead. I mean, people got mad at MKBHD for making a school tech video because it wasn't a video. Ow. Jesus Christ. People are stupid. I'm done. Like, these turned out horrible. People look for drama, and they just need to get a life. Alright, so we're going to upscale 1 and 4 here as well, just to get a reaction on... Oh, wait, can I just react to them in the DM? Like, are these separate? No, these aren't. This is all one message. So, yeah, I have to... Okay, that's fine, that's fine. What was the one that I seeded in the first place? Where did it go? Oh, it's this one. Alright, which one did I want? I wanted 4. So we will upscale. Oh, I did upscale it. Where the hell? See, this is what happens when I spend... Was this it? Yeah, nope. It was this one. When I spend hours and hours iterating on a thing, I start losing track of my drafts. All right, we'll use that seed. Can I feed it multiple seeds? Because if so, I'll feed it these seeds too. Personally don't like AI generated art. It feels like cheating. Well, congrats. You know what's also cheating? My 32-bit float audio so that I don't have to set my gain perfectly. My 4K camera so I can get higher quality. My my AI detect noise removal that I've been using in this stream to remove my air conditioner. My face detect autofocus so I don't have to manual focus and have a focus puller going on at all times. My side-chained music that automatically lowers based on my voice. All of that is cheating. Alright, so we will start. Your stream is a lie. You're not wrong. So we'll do this seed. I'm struggling to get it to give me one that just looks like... Maybe it's the... I think it's maybe the resolution. The high resolution has given it too many little details. Although that one's turning out. It's kind of looking Metroid-y. Can we describe the face? That's where we're gonna need... Nah, bro, what you mentioned are tools that are good. This is a tool that's good. This is a tool that over the course of the entire year has unlocked so much creative potential that I have had without the skills to physically draw them myself because I have shaky as hell hands and never learned to and can't paint. Just doesn't work and don't have the right spatial reasoning for a lot of stuff, and allowed me to make art that I've wanted to make for my entire life. Sounds like a tool that is good. I mean, hell, using a digital pen to draw straight lines is probably cheating too, right? Using autofocus, that's cheating. Good luck with your move, Solar Strike. All right, so we want... Put that in there. Multicolor, 3D render. See, these don't look like 3D renders, actually. Maybe the artist influence is taking too much here. V-Ray? That was one of the shaders, right? Okay, but the CS:GO player isn't you. That's flawed of an analogy as it gets, because you're starting from the basis of cheating. A CS:GO player using a high DPI mouse or using headsets that pick up footsteps better, that's not cheating. Again, this is one step. We have spent, how long have we been streaming? We have spent, I remember looking at the clock, we have now spent 40 minutes just to get the base concept that I'm then going to take and spend many more hours turning into something else. This is like saying a CS:GO player is cheating because they got a keyboard, like an assistive, you know, that Xbox assistive tech controller that actually allows them to play in the first place. As someone who cannot draw more than a stick figure and will never be able to, this allows me to play the game. And then I can take all of my other creative juices experience over the past 20 years of making art and everything else that I know and turn it into something. This just allows me to get on the court, to log into the game. And I'm still behind everyone else who can actually draw or paint. It's not even an advantage. Ah, people. I'm not just going to get to the character and then be like, all right, I'm done now. Like, this is literally to get to the first stage, where if you knew how to sketch it out and had the idea, you'd do like 4 sketches and then you draw it and then you'd move on. Drawing is very, very tough, but drawing is also very, very easy in many ways. All right, so we need an artist that does 3D stuff. So I guess we will reference whoever made that one. Igor Krivoljika. No, I'm not going to butcher that anymore. All right. You're cheating not using raw code to get these AI pictures. Yeah, I mean, I didn't carve it into a stone tablet and then scan that in. Oh, we need the image too. We're going to do... We'll still do Toonami Tom. So we'll do multicolor 3D render, humanoid. The humanoid part definitely helped. Robot mech suit by... Oh. Igor whatever. Created at future and high resolution. All of this seems to work really well so far, so we'll throw all of that in. I kind of want to say Ex Machina instead of Sunny for my robot. Maybe give it a more humanoid face. And again, the backing track thing I showed, I turned it into a full animated piece. You didn't write MidJourney. Come to think of it, you didn't even invent the computer, you damn scammer! Snake oil salesman. Drawing is easy, drawing well is hard. Having vision is hard. I'm someone... Ooh, Fooly Cooley influences. That might be a good idea. Fooly Cooley. Ooh, we could get CRT head, dude. If we don't get a human face, I would totally settle for that one. I didn't even think about that. Good idea. Fooly Cooley. I don't remember his name though. I've only watched. It's been a long time. I need to watch it again. There was like a remaster or whatever. Well, I'm saying that I see you're in a bad mood today. I'm actually in a really good mood. I've been having a blast making some cool art and sharing about something I've been passionate about all year. I'm just responding to your absolutely terrible arguments that you're treating as universal truths and thus making bad faith analogies on. We're going to crop out the human. We'll just use... What's up, Nick's View? Snake oil salesman extraordinaire. God damn it. I've been trying to combat snake oil my entire career. Alright, so we'll say Ex Machina instead of iRobot. We're going to say with V-Ray. I want to describe the face. See, that's the problem with some of the prompts, is figuring out where you can successfully draw, like, identify elements. I'm going to start using commas. We're going to say, wearing a Space Marine helmet. Maybe that'll help. Alright, we got the seed. I'm not going to worry about quality just yet. We'll go from there. How are we feeling about this one? I may have had too many shader things, because we got too many intangibles, because we've got the euphoric feeling, the cinematic lighting, the ray tracing, the post-production, and now V-Ray. And I didn't put a comma before the V-Ray. God damn it. So, we might replace ray tracing and post-production with V-Ray. Oh god, now it's just making a person. That one's got its head cut off. Oh, I didn't put an aspect ratio. Mother... Alright, we got this. I'm gonna... Imagine. So glad I pay for this, because I would be running out of... Alright, I'm gonna add... There's a cancel button on some of the upscales, but that is mostly it. We're going to add epic scene. And then we need... We'll try 3x2. I don't know that that's enough room to give it what we had before. We'll try 16:9 after that, if not. That's kind of cool looking. Holy Grail Retro Tech gaming item that's not a FW900. That's a tough one. Honestly, I don't know that I have one. I'm not big on, like, Holy Grail stuff. You can use the red X emoji to cancel? Really? 32x1? No. I have most of it. Like, PS2 with the PS2 HDMI mod that I'm convinced Dan is never putting out now. Okay, well that we're getting there. We are getting close. Right click application cancel job. Holy shit. When was that added? You can even tell it to... What? Man, they've really implemented a lot of bot stuff lately. I love it. See, this is cool, but then the it's still doing the weird head on the back thing. That's almost got like a cool sword arm, but then it's missing an arm. I don't know what the hell happened to that one. All right, we're getting there, though. We are getting there. I see you down there, Will. Oh, you're trying to make stuff. You're trying to beat me to it. All right, I'm not gonna spoil it. All right. We'll paste what we have. I'll do 16:9 because that one was actually working out really well. I want mostly a full body shot, or at least like waist up. And that's hard to get like guaranteed sometimes. Oh, we on face cam. I am so sorry. God darn it. So good, you didn't see what else I was looking at anyway. All right, so we're getting close. We're missing an important element. I still don't have the right artist. Maybe I cut out the artist. I don't... It's like I'm loving that one almost. That one could be cool if the proportions were right. I don't know what happened there. You know what? We're gonna... No, see. This is the thing. So if I pull up... if I pull up the community feed... and we search for... I never find the right term for it. We're gonna call it like... mech. I rarely see anything that's like the right look that I want, unless it's one of these almost like Bored Ape style thing. I love this blueprint sketch design one. I would be cool with a profile picture like that if it was characteristic enough. But these are all simple prompts that don't recreate very well. Like if I type in demon mech right now, because that's just the prompt. Like if I copy the whole command, it's not going to look the same at all. Here, let's do, what do we, top all time? I love this one. This one looks like actual art. Like the anime girl is almost perfect. There's a little bit of weirdness up there, but like this looks like a poster. I tried recreating this one even with the same command, never got close. That's a pretty solid iteration. That's getting there, but like all the details are just utter nonsense. I love this. This looks like the Fulikuli guy. That's hilarious. Robots need love too. They're using pluses. I've never seen anyone use pluses. That one's cute. Maybe we just start over on our prompt. I love the scene in this one with the color, but again, the details are all nonsense. That's some of the issues with MidJourney too. Is sometimes you get stuff. Okay. Whoever's been making the robots need love too thing, like this is adorable. This, I'm in love with this. We could iterate off of this. All right, let's see. Okay, we kind of got the demon mech one there a little bit. All right, all right, all right. Let's still pull up. Okay, let's pull up the Fulikuli guy. There's no good shots of him on his own. Oh, that one's fine. Holding the kitty. Fulikuli. All right, no, I didn't mean to copy the image. Imager. Imga. All right. Here's our image prompt. Multicolor. Do I care about it being 3D? At this point, I don't. I'm okay with it being a drawing. So we're not going to worry about the 3D render. Let's see what this command is. I'll do notepad. Robots need love too. Do I need to steal that? Because I don't... That's probably part of the cutesiness of it. Let's do cute cyberpunk mech robot wearing Walkman. We'll take off the street hustler part. Did that one really play a big role? There's no paint coming off its mouth, so we'll just do cyan and magenta. I don't think center image actually does anything. Relaxed pose, that's kind of useful. I don't know these styles, so we'll just try to see what it does. Line drawing, that's an interesting one to place in there. I've been trying to do like comic book style, cell shaded, those kinds of phrases, and I don't get anything that ends up looking good. All right. And I'm going to complicate it by adding in our seed from earlier. Actually, which seed do I want? I want this one. Oh, bro. And quality 2. Yeah, I didn't think the pluses would work either, but they clearly got something. I'll just do the... I'll do commas for everything because that's what I typically use, and I've never seen anyone use pluses before. That's fine. All right, let's see what that does. I wish I could host this locally rather than paying a subscription. Same! I am very excited for if Stable Diffusion releases soon. I can already tell that's not what I want. Ugh. Okay. I love it, though. I'm going to bookmark it for now. I'm digging that one from the same person. They're doing a great job. Like, I don't necessarily want this exact same thing, but this style would work for what I want. Ooh, that is dope. I'm going to save that for now. I save a lot of these as references so I can, like, pick pieces from them, but... I love the laser. That looks like it's actually out of an anime. Like, that looks like a frame out of it. It almost has, like, the scratches and the dust and scratches. Oh, the little puppy. That looks like Charmander. Yep. Yeah, see, not a lot of people have, like, humanoid ones. Cyborg. That's interesting. How much are you paying currently? I don't even know. Like, 50 a month plus some bonus fast time, I think. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what happened to the legs there. I don't want... Yeah, that went off in a completely different direction. All right, we're going to do... Copy command. Ninja bust. I mean, that makes for a good profile picture. Can it add film grain? You would want to do that on your own. Those kinds of post-processing, you just do that on your own. Cyborg, we'll say pink lit LED eyes. Masterpiece God suit. Copper metal suit. We'll take out Star Wars. We'll add in Evangelion. With V-Ray. Or is it one word? V-Ray. Yes, so this is MidJourney, the AI art generator that runs through Discord. We've been playing around with it. That one's kind of sick. See, I love the concept for some of these, but I hate the, like, details turning to mud, which you could kind of get away with by doing max upscale and light upscale and then, like, blending them. That one actually started turning out dope. That almost looks like a cyborg Templar. Ooh, look at this one! So close. Like, if I could get that rendered with just, like, a plain body and then kind of blend them a bit, that would be amazing. I'm loving these winged creatures. I love that. That dude has like a city for a head. Cyborg Darth Maul. That started having a face in the belly. I love that scene. Holy balls. That looks like an anime scene. That is amazing. Actually, yeah, I'm going to save a couple of these. Where was... I like that, but that's not relevant. Oh, yeah, the 1970s, 60s looking one. That is Ghost in the Shell. Messed up. Some of these are getting really close. Look at that armor. Like, that is very close. That's a really cool scene. I love the cat. Look at the cat. That's amazing. Yeah, I think I'm out of ideas on this one. We might have to try a different, like, subject. I see why it did that, but not necessarily what I want. Well, I thought we... Oh, yeah. Will said he generated some more stuff here. All right. So that looks kind of like the same of what we had, although a little bit more humanoid with the round heads. This is getting close. Ooh, look at that one. Yeah, he already... Nope. We're kind of getting a face there. If we had more body on that looked kind of samey, that would be sick. So close. That looks like the liquid metal guy from one of those older movies. But now we're getting some samurai action. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get this kind of character render out of MidJourney right now. Maybe stable. I feel like... I just feel like it's not in the cards at the moment. If I wanted it to be more humanoid, ironically, I could maybe go that way. That's kind of dope. Love that. Yeah, rad spider. Some of the faces look good, some are messed up. They've been really improving faces recently. You still usually get... Not always. Oh, there we go. Okay. I could work with that. Who'd done concept art would have so much RNG. Like, not always, but a lot of the time you still end up with... Oh, that is amazing. With a... one of the eyes are messed up, but then you can just... Like, you can fix that. Or run it through another AI upscaler thing. That's not the right... There we go. Alright, what do they got for all this? Wearing a VR headset. That could help cover up the face. Imaginary world, cinematic light, cinematic epic, Unreal Engine 8K, highly detailed, ultra realistic, hyper maximalist. Octane. Is it Unreal or Octane? Super resolution, double exposure. Why would you want double exposure? No. Symmetrical, impressionism, fantasy, cyberpunk, cybernetic, wires. I don't want wires and cables. Well, maybe I do. Cyan and magenta, smoke. This is like... See, this is also the problem, is anytime I'm like, this is a great image, what prompt crafting then did they do? It's mostly just word vomit. It's not actually like a great one. So we're going to take that. We're going to take an image source. We lost our Toonami Tom. We're going to find a different image of him. Did everyone leave? Right, I'm right here. What is this? Reimagine Toonami Tom. That's just the Doom Eternal Soldier. We'll go with... he's too dark, probably. We'll go with the super cartoony Toonami Tom. We'll replace their prompt with that one. Humanoid cyborg works. Where's our other flags we were using? We'll do... those. B-Ray. Aspect ratio 16 by... No, 3 by 2. Oh, from the raid? I don't know. I guess so. I mean, that's fine. I didn't expect him to hang around. We're doing kind of some weird stuff. Appreciate Bob for the raid, though. He's an awesome dude. I have a podcast coming out with him soon. Not like a whole show, but just an episode. Ooh. Tag Slays sent me a very sick Mech in the Rain. Very dope. Are they to pull off some Tom Ninja? Ooh. This is kind of cool, though. I'm loving this style. So you want your own Tom, right? Effectively. Like, I'm trying to make, like, an avatar of a... Oh, look at that. Look at these two. Okay, what I love. So, here's the thing. Just to say it. Outright stealing someone else's prompt and just using it verbatim and then taking whatever they spit out as your own work is kind of shitty. It's not ideal. But taking other people's prompts and iterating on them and moving further is pretty cool. But what I love is I only tweaked their prompt a little bit. Like, I added in some influence and changed, you know, the image prompt and things like that. And somehow we went from this, which admittedly is kind of what I was going for, was something more like this. And instead we got a dope-ass robot that I actually love. So we're going to upscale these two. Like, we got something completely unrelated. Oh, you're right. Here we go. I'm sorry. I'm terrible about switching scenes. So we were going for this. We took the prompt from this. I was expecting something like this. And instead of just ripping that off, look at these top two. Look at them. Those are sick. That almost looks like Frieza. But, like, these are sick and not at all related to the thing that they were trying to do. I'm sorry, MidJourney. I'm sorry that there is so much fear in your mind. I hope you release that fear someday. Ooh, that is close to, like, the Master Chief helmet. I don't know what's up with the hair wisps coming out of it. We're going to iterate on that. And 4. Everything you're seeing is futurist style because that's all I'm looking for. I'm doing mechs and robots and stuff. If we do... Here. What's something I should... I'm going to bookmark that. What's something I should... Here, we'll just go back to the main community feed. Like, we've got... Let's do hot. We've got cool, like, photography stuff. Admittedly, like, gothy, cyberpunky people are what's attracted to a lot of this stuff. There is a lot more... Like, that's just like a photo style or like a portrait style. We got some anime. We got some more anime. We got more, like, 3D render portrait stuff. That's pretty dope. You can do cool schematics and specs. Like, we can do... Here, let's do this. Master Chief Mech Armor Suit. Disassembled. Sketched like Leonardo da Vinci. Eight by 10. Is there a tutorial on how you set your music mic volume attenuation thing? Yeah, here, I'm just gonna spam my Discord. YouTube, EposVox, perfect stream audio. By the way, you should join our Discord. Get easier answer to those questions. Discord.gg/EposVox, but there you go. Okay, so back to our robots for a second while it's rendering that stuff. That looks amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the max upscale to add even more details, but I'm also going to do the light upscale so we get one with less details that I can kind of blend between. And same thing with this one, because it starts adding some weird wires and stuff that I don't like, but we can blend between all three of these to get exactly what we want. And then we can keep trying to find what we want from these results. That head's getting messed up. So is that one. Yeah, it's starting to lose the plot a little bit. We're going to go with 3 on that. Max. Light redo. We're going to let it catch up and do its thing. What's Will doing down here? Whoops. Starship blueprints. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, and you can also, if you're a paid user, you can private your results, which is what I do since I do stuff that I like sell and things like that. And so if you don't want it on the community feed for other people to iterate on, then you can hide it. Again, I don't know why you find everything so scary, but I hope you find peace. Because most of us just find it fun and fascinating and enlightening and unlocking our creative... That is so close. I don't know why it added... There's like a nose and a mouth there. I guess the eyes could be like right here, but like I might remove those. But that is really close to something useful. All right, here we go. It's not exactly what I was expecting. I probably should have like prompted better, but like you can do a sketch like Da Vinci. Here, we'll do Starship blueprints. You can reroll and upscale. I don't think I knew that. Yeah, I don't know what happened there either. Well, okay. That could be like the VR headset visor. Yeah, it's more like a angled side profile. I'm digging that one. Again, it would need a fair bit of cleanup, but that's fine. Yo. See, I've been generating a lot of stuff like that. Let's do... just to show some other styles that people do. Like, tonight we are rendering EposVox. Yeah. If I search for sandwich, look at some of these. Look at... It's a sandwich in a toaster oven. We've got like a painterly... deli counter. That looks like Skeletor, but Jabba the Hutt. We got a cutesy like toaster strudel thing. That looks like a photo. We got a walrus. That sandwich is a fish. That is what happens if a can of Spam, an energy drink, and Death Stranding combines together. Yeah. Wait, did I miss something? You're more than welcome if you want. Call your version of Tom if you want a friend drone. I feel like I missed something. But... okay. Alright. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. That one still has a couple lines there. Yeah, that one's starting to add like an anime girl face off the side. That's gonna look freaky. Not a fan of that. Look at these Starship blueprints. They're still forming though. But because I didn't do quality, but those are amazing. I mean, humans have been doing bad stuff since they could make fire and punch each other. So being extra scared of new things causing bad things when humans are perfectly content to murder and abuse each other with the tools at their disposal already. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, this is dope. Upscale 3 and 2. Yeah, I mean, every bit of technology we have ever made has been used for bad. Every bit of non-technology we have made has also been used for bad. By the way, I finally got a wireless tablet that I think I'm going to actually like using. I got a Wacom Intuos Pro Small or whatever. And it's kind of awkward translating, like the scale for, since I'm on an ultra wide at the moment, which will change soon. Like there's effectively some acceleration going left to right since it's covering more than a widescreen scale, but it's what I've been using for my masking and stuff, and it's going pretty well so far. But yeah, like these are freaking dope. I was going to do some Notion stuff tonight, but we're kind of running out of time, and I'm running out of steam, so I don't think we will. A lot of people are making sad Misties. Why is everyone making sad That's concerning. Oh, they're mostly the same guy. Or girl. Or person. I love this little knitted design. Look at that. Someone made like a Pokemon card? That is amazing. I would take a holo card of that. Pikachu stoned out of his mind. That is a dope card as well. These look like the ancient Mew card. Like, holy crap. That's beautiful. I don't know how it relates to Pokemon exactly. A little mini Game Boy thing. Look at that, or Zapdos. I would pay too much for those cards. For real! Ah, that is adorable. Look at the little pixel art style. Obviously, it doesn't end up staying pixels when you upscale it, which is a frustration I have, but like, at a glance, that looks like a little like 16-bit painterly style. Look at this, it looks like it's the stickers! The sticker book! Oh, I love it. That looks like Bravely Default's city, or like Transistor or something. That looks like an attempt at a card. Little breakdowns, charts. That's disturbing. The guitar, nice. Oh, what? That looks like Quilava, but like, oh, that is beautiful. That's pretty dope. Like, there's tons of styles. I'm just chasing the cyberpunky stuff because that's what I'm doing at the moment. And you can give it styles to emulate as well. Ooh, now you're getting somewhere. A little bit of Zombie Man action. I love the, like, faded, smoky nature. Now we need cyberpunk Pokemon. Yeah, I mean... What art style should we use for this? Like, what is... We'll call it... Cybernetic Pokemon. Sure. How did you get to know Wendell from level 1? I started talking to him. When will there be a cheapest 1080p 60 streaming build? Waiting for so long. I never promised to make such a video, so I don't know why you were waiting on it. I mean, I was streaming 1080p 60 in like 2014, so pretty much anything can stream 1080p 60 now, so... I think the answer becomes the cheapest streaming PC is the one you have with you? kind of name do you want for him? I don't know. I gotta get a character before I got a name for it. Thank you, Ballier Brand. It's the streaming PCs we made along the way. I mean, kinda. Alright, that made a robot with Charizard head. That went into Abstract Land, so did that one. 2 could maybe get there. I don't know why it's so blurry. But yeah, I just wanted to get a stream out introducing you all to the process, to the concepts of AI art. I've been doing it behind the scenes, like I said, most of the year. I've still been trying to get into some of the ones like some of the Stable Diffusions and Dolly and stuff, so I could play with them all and like iterate on them together. We're gonna do upscale 2. But I do have a pretty big video coming. It won't be my very next video, but it will be the video after that, whenever that comes out. About AI art, and I have a whole dedicated channel coming to it. I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna promote a channel without necessarily having videos on it. Well, there is a video on it, I guess. Yeah, here, let me do this. So I'm just gonna link you to a really disturbing glitch art thing from forever ago, as a means of if you want to subscribe to see more dedicated AI art videos. Otherwise, it will be just a single one on this channel, and I'm building a whole dedicated computer for it. Like, this is gonna be an ongoing thing for me. And of course, I linked the thread list before on a couple of those Inner Mind shirts. Wait to buy until I fix the image. Yeah, I hope I get Dolly 2 access soon. And yeah, appreciate y'all hanging out with me in today's stream. Kind of a bit of an impromptu thing. I was gonna do it yesterday or the day before or something, and my AMD optimization video kept crashing the render over and over and over, and so I was stuck rendering that over and over all night instead of streaming. So glad I was able to get this out. Hey, good thing channel name has 0 impact on algorithm stuff. So that's not a problem. So yeah, here's our Cyborg Charizard. I don't know what happened to the style. I guess because I called it a glitch punk drawing. Let's do... Enjoy your musical chickens. We're gonna do one more render. Just add Nintendo to the prompt for flair. Alright, let's see what this one turns out, and then we'll let you all go for the evening. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. I just want to see... I'm doing a super lazy prompt here, but sometimes it's really funny. If you go through the feed on MidJourney's website, sometimes some of the coolest stuff that I end up finding has like the most simplest of prompts. That one is beautiful. What the hell? That is breathtaking. Whew. I love some of this stuff. That looks like Final Fantasy XIII's Lightning. Now here we're talking about different styles. That one looks like a forest painting. That's a really good portrait. Some of this stuff is beautiful. Wow, they actually got side boob in? That's not supposed to happen. Ah, look at this. All the ornate stuff gets wild. I love this. Saving that. That one was a book cover. Yeah, for real. Look at this? The Stairway to Hell? Look at this. And see, the prompt for this. Oh, wait, never mind. There was more. Okay. I'm not used to there being a plus thing. I was like, store full of curious collectibles, but then it has all of this other stuff. This is amazing. So you talk about other styles. There is so much cool stuff here. Look at this. And again, 2 words. If we copy the prompt, I'm not gonna like send it, but yeah, 2 words and an aspect ratio. All right, there's our like glitch punk Charizard. That's turning out. Anatomy's kind of messed up, but look at the, and those are almost convincingly like Japanese characters, or yeah, that almost looks like kanji. Huh. Look at this beautiful rainbow. Oh my god, the clouds! People! And the halos, the particles! Rapunzel! Except it turned the hair into particles. That part kind of ran away with it, but... like, that's why you kind of got to do your own cleanup with some of the stuff. Wave made of candy. Checks out. He's got the visor like Jordy. Look at so good. Is that Chuck Norris? It is! It's just Chuck Norris! We're doing it. Thank you, Louis G. I haven't had a whole lot of time for Warframe a whole lot yet. Lately. Use that other prompt's artist name? Oh, really? Oh my god, it's doing it. We're doing the Japanese block print style. Oh my lord, the unibrow. Hilarious. The Japanese look at the bottom. My gosh. I'm loving number 3 the most. Like, that simple color design is sick. Like, these look like sketches for the most part. Amazing. All right, anyway, I'm gonna let you all go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I need to go get more to drink and rest my voice because I'm still sick. See you later. Get